That creates a cloud on your screen comprised of those two moving averages, and it colors the middle of them. You'll also notice the color flips. There's two different colors that you configure, and it'll flip colors when one moving average, the fast one, is above the other one.
This is the How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast, brought to you by 10MinuteStockTrader.com, where we cover finance, stocks, options, entrepreneurship, education, and money. And here's your host, voted one of the top 100 people in finance, Christopher Ewell. Hey there, traders. Welcome back to today's How to Trade Stocks and Options podcast. Today, we have a special lesson for you. I'm putting it here on the podcast because I really believe that this is going to provide you massive, massive value, and that's what I'm trying to do here. And hey, listen, if this podcast was useful to you at all, I really highly suggest that you go check out the full trading course at AIStockTradingSystem.com. That's AIStockTradingSystem.com. Hey, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you'll be notified every time we give you more tools, tips, and tricks to help you trade faster and trade smarter every single week.
Hi everybody, Dan here with Trendspider, and in this video I'm going to show you a brand new update to one of the more interesting indicators in the platform, the moving average clouds by Ripster. This way of looking at moving averages was pioneered by a trader on Twitter we know affectionately as Ripster. We'll put a link to his bio in the video description. We implemented in Trendspider to his specifications and find it to be very interesting and fun to use. So let me show you how it works and how you can use it and some of the options available to it throughout the Trendspider platform. First thing we're going to do is we're going to just clear out all the indicators here. We don't need any of that stuff. And we're going to just type MA Clouds into the search box, and we're going to click on MA Cloud by Ripster. Now you'll notice that this indicator has a number of options, so let's go through them. First is the type of moving average that you want to use. This creates a cloud on your screen comprised of two moving averages and a fill in the middle. So this is a way for you to select the type of moving average that you want to use. I'm going to select an exponential and EMA. Next, you define the length of your moving averages. By default, it's going to be 20 and 50, but if you're like me, you like a little bit more of a short-term moving average, so I'm going to make it a 5 and a 15. If you want to, you can also offset this, meaning push it forward a number of candles by putting a number in the offset box. That might make it something a little bit different, kind of along the lines of how Ichimoku clouds are offset. I'm not going to do that, but if you want to, that's how. Finally, you can tell the system where to get the numbers for the average, right? So you can use the close price, you can use the open price, you can use an average of them, and so forth. We'll keep it simple and standard and leave it on close. Finally, you can say whether or not you want to show the lines. I'm going to start with them, and then later I'll turn them off. So let's look at what that looks like. That creates a cloud on your screen comprised of those two moving averages, and it colors the middle of them. You'll also notice the color flips. There's two different colors that you configure, and it'll flip colors when one moving average, the fast one, is above the other one. You can edit this by editing it either in the indicator dialog or by clicking the three dots here, right? So you can change this if you want to do something more like a 15 or a 30. You can do that. You can change the colors of the lines to be a very dark and very deep green if you want to, and so forth. And that will instantly adjust on your screen. Another way to use this is to actually add more than one to your chart, right? So you can add a second cloud to your chart, and you can configure different numbers on it, right? Let's say we leave this at 20 and 50 and 15 and 30, right? And you can see how that overlaps. So you end up with these beautiful ribbons on your chart that you can then use to help guide you as you trade. You can, of course, have the lines or not. One of the nice things about having the lines is you can then use these lines in alerts. So you can right-click on any of these Ripster lines, and you can create an alert on them. And, like all Trendspider alerts, it will dynamically follow that line for you, so you never have to adjust it. And that's a really powerful thing once you figure out which combination of moving average clouds that you want to use in your charts. You can also use these in the market scanner, in the strategy tester, and in multi-factor alerts. So I'll show you how to use it in the scanner, and the same thing will work in any other part of the system. And what you're going to do is you're going to collect a time frame. We're in the 65-minute time frame, so we're going to select that. I'm going to select an indicator, and since we have that on our chart, it's going to be at the top, but you can also search for it here, right? And we're going to say for Trendspider to go out there and search for every time that, call it the 15 crosses up through the, I don't know, call it the 20, right? And then we can tell the system to scan, and we can search and see if there's anything out there. I should probably select a larger universe to do this in. So let me select like the S&P 500, and then we'll scan through that and see if any of the symbols have had a recent cross today. And you can see that that is indeed the case on the ones that we've selected here. So that's how you use the Ripster MA Clouds on Trendspider with the new enhancement for the colors. I hope that you guys enjoy this and that this is useful and helps you in your trading journey. Remember that we're always adding new features. This is one of just a few features we've added today, or this week. We've also released earnings data, dividends, and splits that you can display in your charts, and there's a lot more to come. If you like what you see, consider signing up for Trendspider. We offer a 7-day free trial so you can get a look at it, get a feel for it, and then decide for yourself. Thank you again, and have a great day.
Okay, so what'd you think? That was pretty incredible, right? Now, if you liked that, that's only a taste, only a sample of what you're going to find in the full AI stock trading system. And I really highly encourage you to go and check this out. Obviously, you are interested in learning on how to trade, and that's why you're listening to this podcast. Now, I'm going to take and download my entire trading system that I use day in and day out onto you. And the only way I'm going to be able to do that is over at the AIStockTradingSystem.com. You're going to get phase 1, 2, and 3, several bonuses, and on top of that, I'm going to walk you through over a dozen trades that I put on inside of my account, holding your hand and showing you exactly how I got in, how I got out, how I use the artificial intelligence data, and how this could work inside of your own trading portfolio on a daily basis. So make sure you head on over to AIStockTradingSystem.com. That's AIStockTradingSystem.com to learn more and to get started and to download my decade plus worth of trading experience into your hands so you can start using the AI stock trading system today, the 5-step system to take the guesswork out of trading. Hey, if you like this video, let me know by leaving me a like below, and then subscribe and share it with somebody you think could use it as well. Be sure to comment below with your biggest takeaway from this episode and any suggestions you have for future episodes. And finally, make sure you watch these other videos to help you trade faster and trade smarter, and I'll see you on the next episode.